Hello everyone, MeanSpeed here with some more Renegade Line news. Now, today Raw Vengeance announced they're having a contest, and this is going to be their first ever contest. It's called the Crosshair contest, with the premise being they want the community to design crosshairs for the various different weapons in the game. Now, I'll get back to the main point about the contest in a bit. But I wanted to say that we have some new in-game information based on some of what was explained in the contest description. So we now have confirmation that the game will have weapons we hadn't seen before or heard about yet, such as knives and grenade launchers. So I just thought that was worth sharing. It's nice to know that, I think. Also, there's a picture that was provided which shows a flag in the distance that has been captured that's different to what was in the gameplay footage. So now we've seen what both faction logos look like on the flags when they're captured. So anyway, I think I should get back on topic. Like I said, the aim of the contest is to design a crosshair for one of the 9 weapons that were listed. Now, I don't know if there are going to be more that they're going to add to that at the moment. I'm guessing 9 is just because that's how many they've got planned for the game. But yeah, it's not necessary for the entry to be, like incredible graphics and everything. Raw Vengeance did say that it doesn't have to look amazing as long as the concept and the idea for the crosshair is good and suitable. And nothing offensive, obviously. You can submit up to 3 crosshair entries per weapon, per individual weapon. So that means if you really wanted to, you could submit 27 entries for designs or ideas, which is pretty crazy. I don't see many people doing that, but I'm just saying, that's the maximum amount for those that wanted to know. The system for the contest will work in that the developers will choose crosshairs they like based on factors such as creativity, functionality, and how it fits into the game's style and stuff like that. And from there, they're going to make a poll basically featuring all of the entries they chose and have the community decide on the best one. Now, I think this could go either way, to be honest. I mean, it's nice that Raw Vengeance are not only getting the community involved by having the contest and allowing them to enter it, but also by allowing them to vote on the entries that interest the developers themselves. So it's great that Raw Vengeance want to get the community involved and they appreciate what the majority of people like. But I can see the voting system being abused where people get their friends to vote on the design, or they make multiple accounts, or just do something that can bypass the system and give them an unfair advantage, because there are always going to be people like that. I really think it would be better for the developers to make a decision on the winning entry based on, the downsides to letting the community vote. I really think it would be better for the developers to make the decision. But of course, there are also positives, like I said, about the community voting, such as it shows Real Vengeance having an interest in what they think. So, yeah. So, now for what most of you are really interested about, the prize. Well, there are actually 2 really, one being the fact that the winning crosshair will actually be implemented into the game, and the winner will of course have that fame in the fact that their design or idea was used. But the main and real prize is actually an alpha key. Yeah, that's right. So for that prize alone, expect to see a lot of entries and hype around this contest, because an alpha key is an incredible prize to have, since it allows you to test the game and play it before everyone else gets to. So with the key in your possession, you could test bugs for the developers, get nice footage or screenshots to use to compare the game from a while ago to how it will look in the future, or just to play and enjoy it. And I can already see about 60 replies to the thread while I'm making this video. So, while not all of those might be, entries, that's still a lot so far, considering this was posted today, and I'm curious how many entries will be posted before the date the contest closes, which is the 8th of January next year. So yeah, this was just a small update for you all. Thanks for watching, and all I can say is good luck if you're entering the contest. So see you next time.